Very much, Speaker. To the Deputy Premier. Speaker, the Russian Olympic team were not the only folks to receive a band yesterday. Last night, CTV London reported that the Port Albert General Store is closing this winter for the first time in 150 years. A direct result of this government's bad policies. 6 employees will be out of work this winter just before Christmas. When it reopens this spring, Speaker, the Deputy Premier, a summer client, will no longer be welcome there. Can the Deputy Premier explain to the House why she has been banned from the Port Albert General Store and tell us how many other Liberal caucus members have been banned from small businesses throughout the province because of their bad decisions?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Deputy Premier.
To the Minister of Labour.
Minister of Labour.
Speaker, perhaps the member opposite could explain when you had the chance to stand up for working people in the province of Ontario. Speaker, you turned your backs on.
Member from Lanark, Frontenac, Lennox, Addington is warned. And I'll wait for the others. If you'd like to add. To the chair, please.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, a third of people in the province of Ontario currently make less than $15 an hour. Half of those people, more than half of those people, Speaker, are between the ages of 25 and 64. That's the time when they're trying to raise families, pay rent, buy clothes for the kids, put the kids through school, put food on the table, Speaker. This party opposite has denied these families the opportunity to do that, and now they pull out a gimmicky question like this, Speaker. Speaker, we all had an opportunity to stand up for working people in Ontario. These guys turned their backs on them, Speaker.
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Be seated. The Minister of Infrastructure is warned. Supplementary.
Speaker, again, back to the Deputy Premier. This party, this government just doesn't get it because these 6 people will be earning $0 per hour because they're losing their income through the winter months because this owner has no other options but to close. And Speaker, I am sure this is just one example of many more to come. In the People's Guarantee, we will still move forward with minimum wage increases, just more slowly. This is an approach that the Ontario Chamber of Commerce said would mitigate job impacts by 74%. So, Speaker, will the Deputy Premier sign on to the People's Guarantee and help us fix the mess that her government has made and save jobs and small businesses throughout Ontario?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Member from Lambton, Kent, Middlesex is warned. You all want to get the last word? I do. A little louder and I'll warn you. Minister.
Speaker, quite the contrary to what the member's asserting, when the opportunity was given to this House to support working people.
The member from Huron-Bruce is warned. Carry on.
Thank you, Speaker. To support working people in the province of Ontario, these guys refuse to stand up and be counted, Speaker. The Ontario economy is leading the G7 in economic growth. We've got unemployment numbers so low, Speaker, that we haven't seen in decades, Speaker. The Ontario economy is doing well, Speaker, and when this party had an opportunity to vote just last week, they voted against paid sick days for Ontario workers. They voted against child death leave, crime-related leave, disappearance leave, pregnancy leave. domestic violence and sexual violence leave, Speaker. These folks had an opportunity to stand up for working people in the province of Ontario.
Member from Nepean Carleton is warned. I'll do this all morning if you like. Carry on.
Speaker, and then they put out the glossy magazine that tells us they've lost $12 billion in costs. They don't know what to do to it, Speaker. Then they tell us they're going to roll back the minimum wage, Speaker. Ontario workers have started.
Thank you. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Be seated, please. Be seated, please. New question. The member from Niagara Falls.